Welcome to the UNT Dining Employee Training. In this video, we will learn how to make delicious homemade pasta for our dining halls. Let's begin. Confirm that mixer gate below hopper is closed. Open hopper and secure agitator by placing agitator inside hopper and securing with agitator screw. Insert 20 quarts of dry semolina into hopper. Close hopper lid and press green mix button. As semolina spins, slowly pour in 3/4 of a gallon of liquid egg and 1/4 gallon of water. As mixture spins, prepare a 1/4 gallon of water to set aside. Mix for 15 minutes, then press red stop button and open hopper. With gloved hand, grasp a handful of mixture and press into fist. Open fist and inspect dough. The mixture should break into large clumps. If the mixture breaks into small powdery clumps, close hopper lid, press green mix button, and add 1/16 gallon of water at a time until mixture is correct. Place empty bucket under hopper conveyor belt to catch excess material. Then place rolling rod onto conveyor belt slot brace. Continue to mix for 5 more minutes. Open hopper mix gate and mix for 3 more minutes. Press green conveyor button to begin sheeting laminated dough. At first, dough will be uneven. Once dough is solid, press red conveyor stop button. Then, using a butter or plastic knife, cut straight edge to dough. Place excess dough back in hopper. Note: break up large portions of dough into small 3 or 4 inch pieces before placing into hopper. The green hopper mix button must continually spin mixture. Once ready, press green conveyor button. Laminated dough will travel down conveyor and under rolling rod. Using gloved hands, wrap laminated dough around rolling rod and let conveyor roll dough continuously. Rolling rod is equipped with a self-stopping mechanism. This feature can be used to ensure dough is the same length every time. For lasagna and fettuccine noodles, only make 1 dough roll at a time. Rolling more than 1 will cause dough to dry out. For ravioli, make only 2 at a time. Once ready, place dough roll onto conveyor brace. Open mold safety gate and insert lasagna or fettuccine cutter assembly. Close mold safety gate. Note: if mold safety gate does not close completely, remove cutter assembly and turn gear pins 45 degrees and reinsert. Adjust the cut length. For lasagna, a setting of 4.1 will produce lasagna sheets just wide enough to fit a standard hotel pan. For fettuccine, a cutter setting of 1 will produce a 3-inch long noodle. Next, press green conveyor button. Insert laminated sheet into rolling pin assembly. Be wary of hand position and others around you as you initially feed the rolling pin assembly. Having your fingers this close to rolling pin assembly can be dangerous. Note: for fettuccine cutter assembly, sometimes the laminated dough sheet, instead of being pulled into the cutter assembly, will sit on top and build up, layer after layer. When this layer buildup occurs, press red conveyor stop button. Then reach in between roller pins and press dough sheet against the cutter assembly grooves. Remove hand, then press the green conveyor button. Pasta should travel through the cutter assembly, through the cutter mold gate, and land onto the conveyor belt. To prepare ravioli filling mix, insert 10 pounds of ricotta cheese into mixing bowl. Insert 2.5 pounds of Parmesan cheese into mixing bowl. Insert 1 cup of Italian seasonings into mixing bowl. Next, take bowl to mixing machine and mix ingredients until completely mixed. Once filling mixture is prepared, prepare 2 rolling rod dough pins and set on conveyor braces. Flip cutter switch to the off position. Open cutter mold gate and close conveyor assembly gate. With gate closed, you can now pull mold assembly to its rearward position. Position ravioli mold assembly to insert into cutting mold gate. As with lasagna and fettuccine molds, if the mold safety gate does not close completely, remove mold assembly and rotate gear pins 45 degrees, then reinsert. Press green conveyor button. Carefully press laminated dough sheets towards rolling pin assembly. With mold assembly turning, verify both pasta sheets enter ravioli mold assembly. Completed correctly, empty ravioli packets should exit the bottom of the ravioli mold assembly and land on conveyor. Once the correct dough is on the conveyor, press the red conveyor stop button. Carefully insert filling wedge in between rolling pins into cutter mold assembly. Then place filling pitcher onto grooves and slide into place below white filling press. Rotate filling cam lever counterclockwise until you can feel pressure on the filling cam lever. Once in place, pull filling handle until it locks into a vertical position. Press green conveyor start button. Laminated pasta sheets will travel from rolling rod pins into rolling pin assembly. At this stage, filling will be extruded from the filling wedge into ravioli mold assembly. After a few seconds, filled ravioli pockets should emerge and travel down the conveyor belt to an awaiting pasta tray. To clean machine, rotate filling arm clockwise until it clears the filling pitcher. Remove filling pitcher and filling wedge. Spin white filling press cap counterclockwise and remove. Open cutter mold assembly gate and remove the mold assembly. Close conveyor assembly gate and push entire mold assembly to its forward position. Turn on cooling fan switch to make sure the box fan operates properly. Disengage cutting arm brake and move cutting arm into place. Re-engage cutting arm brake, making sure the safety groove lines up with the safety tab. Engage cutting blade by pressing the green button labeled cutter. Manipulate the cutting speed dial to make sure it functions. Press the red cutting blade stop button and disengage cutting arm brake. Raise the cutting arm away from the extruder. Use coupling ring wrench to remove coupling ring. Slide the auger screw into the extruder tube tab first until the tab locks into place. Make sure that the auger screw pins are not sticking out past the extruder. Next, place the appropriate die onto the auger screw's center pin and hold. The die should sit flush with the extruder. If it does not, remove die and adjust auger screw till it does. Use one hand to hold die in place and the other hand to place coupling ring over die and onto extruder. Use the coupling ring wrench to tighten. Open hopper lid and insert agitator into agitator tab and secure with agitator plug. Close hopper lid and press green kneading button. With agitator spinning, open hopper lid. The pasta machine is now set up and ready to mix. Place 22 quarts of semolina flour into hopper, then close hopper lid. Press the green kneading button and confirm that the agitator spins freely. Next, slowly add a combination of 1/4 gallon liquid egg and 3/4 gallon of water for a total of 1 gallon of liquid. Set aside a 1/4 gallon of water. Mix for 15 minutes or until semolina flour looks dry. Then slowly add remaining water 1/16 of a gallon at a time. Once mixture holds together, close hopper lid and move cutting arm back into place. Cutting blade should sit flat against die. With cutting blade in place, re-engage cutting arm brake. If blade is off, report this malfunction to a manager. Place pasta tray onto box fan under cutting arm. Press green cut button and confirm blade spins close to the die. A scraping sound should be heard, but the blade must not snag on anything. Once this is confirmed, press the white extrusion button. Look closely at the pasta as it exits and is cut by the die. Make sure that pasta is coming out of every die hole. If one die hole is not extruding pasta, it may be blocked by some foreign material. After pasta tray is full, press the red stop button. To clean machine, stop cutter blade with red cut button. Turn off cooling fan. Disengage cutter arm brake and swing cutter arm away from die. Re-engage cutting arm brake. Extrude material until it no longer comes out. Open hopper lid and make sure agitator and auger screw stop completely. Use coupling ring wrench to remove coupling ring. Use rubber spatula to scrape excess material from hopper walls. Pull agitator plug and remove agitator. Then close hopper lid. Press green extrusion button. This will force remaining pasta out of extrusion tube into empty pan. Let auger screw remove as much material as possible. When material ceases to extrude, press red stop button and open hopper lid. With one hand, press auger screw towards extrusion tube. If the auger screw does not move freely, then close hopper lid and continue to extrude, as material may have built up inside extrusion tube. After a few minutes, stop extrusion and open hopper lid again and try pressing the screw out by hand. If the auger screw still will not budge, take the coupling ring wrench, insert the hook end into the extrusion tube, and with a rubber mallet, tap the inside of the wrench crescent to loosen the auger screw. Then remove auger screw and place in water with coupling ring and agitator. Then use a dry towel to clean any remaining material from the extrusion tube. Once complete, use a damp cloth to wipe inside of hopper. Thank you for watching this instructional video and welcome to UNT Dining. Remember, it's about the food.